Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, this is Ashima and welcome to Entri channel. Now, we all know RBI Grade B examinations are coming up, and there are a lot of students who are looking out to how to practice for Grade B. What all do they have to look forward to? What are the things that should be their center point areas, and what are the points of focus? What are the things that should be prepared in a certain manner, and how to go ahead with a lot of things? So there are a lot of questions in minds of students. So for all of them, we have a short preparation strategy for all of you, where I'll be telling you about, how much weightage is there for general awareness. Now, since I'm taking the section of general awareness, I'll be hinting you or guiding you towards how to prepare for general awareness section. Then, what is the syllabus and what are the points of concern? How you can look forward to preparation. That is how the things should be done or prepared for. And I'll be giving you in the end a few sample questions from the last 2 years, that is in 19 and 20, in 19 and 18, where I'll be giving you a hint of questions so that you have an idea about what kind of questions to expect. Right? So, to begin with, first of all, we should know what is the weightage. For any examination that you're preparing for, you must know that what is the weightage of any particular sections. For general awareness, it has the maximum weightage of the examination. 40% of weightage goes to general awareness. That is about 80 questions. And those 80 questions bring 80 marks in your examination. That is 1 mark for each question. So all the other sections and the general awareness section both are on a day and night. Like, so general awareness section is something that you need to be very well prepared for to gain marks, because over here, if general awareness is strong, you get a selection. It is a make or break, or you can say your selection maker section. You all prepare for all the other sections, but most of examinations have equal weightage or some have lower weightage, but this has the higher weightage. That is, they are checking you on your awareness of the situations around you, and therefore you have to have a good hold on the subject. So what do you need to study for that? What are the things that you need to study to gain these 80 marks? First things comes is current affairs. RBI examinations, they have lots of questions from current affairs, and not only directly, but also indirect reference to current segments is there, which indicates on the point that current affairs is equally important. So current affairs questions can be both directly asked as well as indirectly asked. Indirectly is, framing the question such that it looks like a static one. So, what are the points in current affairs? Definitely everything. So, national current affairs, international current affairs, all the people in news, that is, who have won awards, who have been appointed to a certain position, who have resigned from a certain position, who have achieved something, broken a record, everything. Then we have economy. Now, we all know that budget has been out recently. Then we have economic survey, which was read out recently or released recently. Then there are lots and lots of ups and downs, and RBI is sending out a lot of notifications. All of them are important. Everything. Recently, studies have been going on. Various economic reports are published regarding how the countries are growing from COVID. All of them are important. Then important organizations like SEBI is releasing certain information, RBI is releasing certain information, IRDAI is releasing certain information. All of those are important points. Then credit rating agencies, all their recent news, national and international level, everything is important. Then FDI limits of all sectors. Like in budget, you might have seen that FDI rating has been changed for various segments. So where has the change happened? How much change has happened? Like in digital media, FDI limit has been changed in all the digital media. It has been made to 26%. So that is important again, right? So FDI limits in different sectors, then schemes that are launched and how much allotment is done to any particular scheme. That is also important. Not only knowing about the scheme, but knowing about the capital infused for the scheme. That is also important for this examination. All the export import items, that is, you have to know everything of budget. of budget of RBI, every recent movement that you can see for the last 6 months. Then RBI monetary policy review, the latest one. For RBI monetary policy, the latest monetary policy that has been released, what changes have happened, how much change has happened, they are important. Then all the major announcements that are done by banks as well as by RBI. That is, if even a bank is doing something, some new software is coming up of them, or they're making a certain change, they're bringing something to the table, all of them are important. Then any merger, any acquisition, any buyout that is happening, for what amount is it happening, between whom is it happening, all is important. Then as we see that from current, we have static segment link. So for any merger, what is the company headquarter, where is the company headquarter, or who is the CEO of the company, all of these things also come in the current segment only, right? Then what comes from banking awareness? So all the financial and economic terms, especially those which are in news, especially those which are in news or news making, like CRR, SLR. If recently monetary policy has come, then SLR, CRR, repo rate, reverse repo rate, WPI, wholesale price index, CPI, consumer price index, GDP, very much in news recently. GDP, GNP, triple P, mutual funds. Triple P is quite in news because of a lot of projects that are coming up. Inflation, very important as of now, because government is trying to infuse the inflation. Artificial inflation is coming up. Open market operations. As to a regulatory measure, you have to know, and as to the recent steps that are being taken, like recently RBI is taking up certain steps. So all of these terms which come in news recently, they are more important than the other terms, that you have to keep in mind. Then foreign exchange reserves of India, all of them are important. Then all the amendments that have happened in the Banking Regulation Act 1949, they are very important. In Banking Regulation Act, any amendment, in Ministry of Commerce Affairs, any amendment, they all are important. Then different kinds of accounts that are there, the corresponding interest rates. We have a videos on this on Entry channel itself, where we have talked about different kinds of accounts and the interest rates and all of them, and what is all is happening, what is the difference between various types of accounts. You have to know about them. Then non-banking financial companies, so many changes are happening in NBFCs, so many in corporate banks, urban cooperative banks. So all these changes are happening. What is the difference coming? What are these banks about? You have to know the exact definition as well, because they may give you the definition and ask you which kind of bank it is. RRB is equally important. Then we have NPA and SARFAESI Act, non-performing assets, quite in news recently because a lot of increment has been seen. So you have to know about what non-performing assets are. SARFAESI Act, all the acts and committees that have been created, all the legislation related issues that have been highlighted in the budget, in the railway budget, how much capital investment has happened, which sector is getting how much amount, all of that. Then banking services, all the assets, liabilities. What is an asset? What is a liability? NEFT, RTGS. We all know RTGS was quite a news being made 24/7. It's very important. Then Banking Correspondence Act, all the bank assurances that have taken place. All the yojanas like Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, one of them being. Basal norms. You have to know about all that is happening in and around the banking sector. Priority sector lending, reverse mortgage loans, financial inclusion, types of markets, money, banking instruments, headquarters of banks, especially those which are coming in news, bringing new things to the table, all the abbreviations of banking, the terms and concept, what does a particular abbreviation stand for, or what does it represent, history of banking in India, like from where did it start, which was the first bank of India, first Indian bank, or first bank governed by Indians, nationalization of banks, when did nationalization happen, the mega merger that took place recently, that is also very important. So all these things which are happening in banking sector from the beginning of setting of banking sector in India, all of them are important. Then I'll be giving you a hint. So I believe that you have got an idea about what to look for in news events for your RBI Grade B examination. Now I'll be giving you a hint about all the questions that are quite possible. Like in 2019, section. For example, a question was asked about India Maldives joint military exercise was held, exercise Equivir in 2019. Where was it held? So they gave the idea that it is between these countries. They gave the name of the exercise and they asked you where it was held. Similarly, in the current there's a lot of exercises that have been held. They can ask you anything from the exercise. So answer for this was Pune, and it was held in 2019. Then muni bonds recently, at the duration in 2019, certain relaxation was done by SEBI. So they had asked you which organization announced the relaxation to help smart cities. So it was SEBI, but you have to know about, now here you know that related to SEBI also all the important segments can be taken into consideration. The Nobel Prize of Chemistry 2019. Now with this you can get an idea that the Nobel Prize in 2020 is very important. All the Nobel Prizes, whoever won, why did they win it? Also, not only you have to know the names of the winner, you also have to know about the, uh, apart from the names, you have to also know about why they won it, which country were they from. All of these things can be asked. Then first ever World Cotton Day was observed on 7th of October. Then in which city was it held? They can ask you about the theme. Like here you can see they've asked the city, they can ask you about the theme of the day, the date when it is celebrated. Everything is important. Which international organization celebrates a particular day? That is also a possible question. Then in 2018, there were certain questions like statutory liquidity ratio at the present time, at the time. So now for 2020, for 2021, Monetary Policy Committee has released all the repo rates and reverse repo rates. So what is the current repo rate? What is the current reverse repo rate? Everything is important. Then headquarters of Interpol or any of the matter international organization, whichever is in news, you have to know about the headquarters of that particular organization. So for this, it is Lyon, France, and other organizations can be asked alongside. Vidyadhar Bhattacharya was architect of which city? Now at the time, Jaipur was made UNESCO heritage site, and Vidyadhar Bhattacharya is the architect of Jaipur. So that is how this question came related to current. Current was that Jaipur had become UNESCO heritage site, and they asked indirectly, that is, Vidyadhar Bhattacharya was the architect of which city? Quite possible they can ask you this ways. Then headquarters of Arab League, that's in Cairo. So you have to know these all aspects. Now you can get an idea about how from current to static is asked, how banking questions are asked, how economics questions are asked. A hint is there. You can look up for various other papers and get an idea about that, analyze that, and then start studying, because this is a very important segment. It carries 40% of the examination paper marks. So you have to focus on everything to gain surety on the marks, or to gain surety of the selection as for that matter. So that is me signing off, giving you all the hints. In any case you have any doubt, you can go to the comment section of the video and comment your doubts, and they will be attended to as soon as possible. Do hit the like button and share the video to as many people as you feel will be benefited from this video, or will gain benefits about the strategy from this video. Right? Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day ahead, and good luck for your preparations, all of you.